another threat to humanity. So guys, it's like I said, every week, or just about every week, there's some new threat to humanity. And I swear that the media is trying to keep on pace with whatever new fad is out, right? So if it's a zombie apocalypse or movie, a big movie, a show that's out, they come out with all of these zombie style viruses that can happen. All right. And then you have natural disaster movies that come out, and then the media is like, well, the earth could crack in two, but it could happen in a billion years from now. Or the volcanoes are erupting, because some new movie came out about volcanoes, and then the media is pushing how the biggest volcano in the world could erupt and destroy the world. And yes, very doomy and gloomy the media is. They try to keep on pace with what's going on. We have YouTube channels that do the same shit. But now, we have a popular TV show called The Last of Us. And that's about a fungus that pretty much takes over the world and turns people into fungus zombies. All right. So now we have the Candida auris. This is, I would dare to say, a fairly old fungus. Now, old meaning it's been out for a few years, but I think it was found back in the 90s, or late 90s at that, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe the early 2000s, one of the two. But still, this thing makes it pops up. And interestingly enough, this fungus popped up in a guy's ear in Japan. That's when they first saw it. I thought that was interesting. I was like, holy shit. So this first man, patient 0, had Candida auris in his ear. Now they're seeing it all over the place. And that's when it was first discovered. It might have been like other places, but still, not the point. So now, let's fast forward to 2025. Now all of a sudden, this same Candida auris, which I have spoken about on my channel before a few years ago, it is now a threat to humanity. It's like they're trying to scare everyone into... I don't know what they're trying to do. Now, with the Candida auris, there's nothing that can actually fight it. There is no antibiotics for it, period, right? So even the strongest one in the world, it helps a little bit, but not a lot. And so a lot of the people who overcome this, they overcome it on their own. Now, for the people that it's affecting people over the age of, I think it's 65 or 60, 65. So that's the age group that it's affecting. And those people, I think, has a 30% mortality rate for them. For everybody else, we'll get over it. But the fact, guys, that now it went from just being in hospitals, and this thing, by the way, can live on any surface, as they say. Any surface in the world, it can live on for a while. And yet, here we are, years later, now they're saying it's a threat to humanity, and it could absolutely take us out. I'm like, wait, what? Just like a few years ago, you were saying that, it was in hospitals and that people can, it can fight it and it's not a big deal. Now, let's say the last time I saw an article on it 2-3 years ago, then let's say now in 2025, all of a sudden, it's a threat to humanity. Everything is a threat to humanity for the media. Everything. Like, fuck, man, you chew too much gum, threat to humanity. Drink too much coffee, it's going to stunt your growth, and it's a threat to humanity. Like, all of this shit that they come out with, I swear they have writers who write this shit up in the back of somebody's studio, and then they give it to the news to read it off. And like, oh, did you know that fucking, white rice can have your heart explode? Oh my God, stop eating white rice. It's like, it's always something stupid, I mean, the one thing I know true is that Spam is the shittiest meat in the world. They don't need to tell me that, and that could absolutely kill you. Don't eat Spam, because it'll make your heart explode. Anyway, so this new nonsense that's being passed around, there's a couple of funguses that are out there right now that are a threat to the human race. There is one that is by way of turns you into a zombie, sort of like. It just puts you in a comatose state. They have it in ants, and ants become like drones now of this fungus. Now, again, I read that about the ants. There is a movie called The Girl with All the Gifts. Very excellent zombie-esque movie. I'm pretty sure that's where The Last of Us got their storyline from, or maybe it was the other way around. But still, very good movie, but it's along the same lines of this fungus infecting people, turning them into drones, and they attack whenever there's like a threat around, a noise, or whatever it is. There's a pretty cool scene in a mall area with the fungus that you guys got to see. I thought that was, I was on edge at that scene. I was like, that is a good scene. But anyway, not the point. The point is, guys, is that every time there's something new out there, there's a new movie or there's a new trend or fad or focus on something, all of a sudden that very thing becomes a threat to humanity. They need to stop it. Listen, granted, yes, we're going to die of something. The human race is going to get wiped out by something. But if and when it happens, it'll happen, and then there's nothing that we can be done about it. I'm also hearing about a bio-attack July 4th. I'm going to talk about that in my next video as well. I'm not quite convinced about that attack. But we shall wait and see what happens on July 4th, which I swear to you, I think is nothing but fireworks, or maybe a rainy day, no fireworks. You choose. But other than that, guys, let's stop stepping in the bullshit and believing the bullshit and just live our lives. And if something happens, we act accordingly. That's it. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.